Hey Chubsters! Right now I am on the floor in a very unusual location to film a video today. Today I wanted to share with you guys my book collection, more specifically the books that I have not read but that sit on my bookshelf. There's a lot, so we're gonna go through them together and we're gonna just kind of talk about the books and my shortcomings, and that's this video. So let's get into it, Chubsters. The first book that I have not read is a Stephen King book. It's called The Institute. I don't even know what it's about. I mean, probably an institute, but like I just saw it and it was, 30% off, and it was like I was just like, I feel like I should get this, so I did. Then I have It. I read a decent portion of this, but I read it like the summer before my freshman year, and I was like, I want to read this while I'm in high school. Now it's my junior year, and I have not picked it back up. I don't even remember how far I got, but I don't have a bookmark in it anymore, which is great. So I guess I'll just have to start all over and try to find where I left off. But yeah, I've seen both the movies, so I know what happens, but the way he writes it is very, very detailed and very graphic. And I highly suggest reading the book because I think that the book is better executed with the way they tell the story, but do as I say, not as I do, because I only read like half the book and then I was like, I want to save this for high school, which, okay. So then I have the George R.R. Martin, The Game of Thrones, and this is the first book. I got it for like $18. It has a really long scroll of text on the back. I have not picked this up. I want to do a series with reading the Game of Thrones books, so I might start on that. I already have another book series I'm planning to start, but I have to finish the book I'm reading right now before I can talk about that book, so I'll let you guys know when I finish. You'll get to see the episode. So then I have this. This was $3 and it was in the bargain section. I have no idea what it's about. It said something about being a historical fiction or something like that. I don't have the first clue. I really don't know. I saw it was $3 and I was like, I want it. It's just a big, meaty, chunky book, and I was like, that's what I want. Then we have this one. This one, I believe, was also like $2. It's called The Cult on Fog Island. I just saw the name and the price, and I was like, that sounds like something I would read. Don't know what it's about. Probably a cult on Fog Island, but really would not know. Then we have this book. This book, again, was for $4. It was in the bargain section, and it's called The Unexpected Everything. I think I've actually heard that this book is pretty good, but I haven't read it yet. This book is this video is literally going to lower my self-esteem. Like, my self-esteem, like, filming this is like dropping significantly. So then we have this one. As you can see, this one still has a sticker on it. This one was $5, and it's called The Cuban Affair. And I literally just read that and saw the artwork, and I was like, this sounds like it would be fun. I've never read anything by Nelson DeMille or however, but one day I'll read it. This is called Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls, and this was $4. And I just saw the title and I was like, ooh, that sounds sad, so I bought it, and it was like really cheap. Most of my books, you'll see that they're from the bargain section. This is $3. It's The Sun. It's called The Sun. It's talking about something happened in Texas, apparently. That's all I've gathered from the front. Apparently, it's a TV show. I haven't watched it. Right now you're sitting on the book, so here, I'll just put you over here for now. Then the next book we have that I've not read is Gone Girl. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why, but I have that book. I haven't read it, haven't seen the movie. I don't know. It's just kind of there. We have the Train to Babylon, and this was definitely in the discount section. I think I got it for like $4 or $5. Yeah, I don't know. Never read it. Apparently it's supposed to be like Gone Girl, but like there's a twist to it that was different from Gone Girls. I don't know. Then we have The Haunting of Sunshine Girl. This was in the bargain section for like $4. So, again, don't know anything about it. I feel like there's a pattern with that, with me getting bargain books and like just not caring what it's about at all. Then we have The Suffering. I don't know what this is about, but I got it for $3 and it looked like my style. Really dark and sad and scary, which is like the 3 things I look for in a book. I don't know about y'all. The next book we have is The Girl on the Train, and this one was $7, so it's a little more pricey, but I mean, $6 for a book is like not bad at all. This one is supposed, I don't know. I think this one's like Gone Girl. I don't know. I've not read it. Then I have all 3 of the books of the Jenny Han To All the Boys I've Loved series. I have this one, and then I have P.S. I Still Love You, and then I have Always and Forever, Laura Jean. So I have all 3 of them right here. I got this one because I literally thought that it was such a wild and wacky book. This one was not on clearance. I paid full price for this one, so it was like $15. And it's called My Best Friend's Exorcism, and it's literally like such an aesthetic, like cute, and so I was like, I have to get it. I don't know. I just felt compelled. The next book is On Writing by Stephen King. I have not read this yet. I was super excited to get it. I was like, I have to get this book. I have to read it. It's a necessity. And then I got it and I didn't read it. So then the next 3 books are going to be based on a podcast called Welcome to Night Vale. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but literally that podcast, I finished the entire podcast. It is so inspiring. I highly recommend. So I have 3 books from that franchise type deal. We have It Devours, which is written by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Craner, which are the 2 guys that work on that podcast. So their writing is exceptional. Like, I got, this one was $5 in the bargain section, which was crazy. And this one is called The Great Glowing Coils of the Universe. It's episodes volume 2. So there's that. And then I have, this is the volume 1, and it's called Mostly Void, Partially Clouds. So these, I really want to get more, but before I can get, there are other books I want to finish reading, the books I have, which, as you can see, this video is quite lengthy. Then I have, this one is $4 from the bargain section. It's called Dumplin'. It's a movie about a fat girl who competes in a beauty pageant, and that's great. And she loves Dolly Parton. I watched the movie, didn't read the book, I have it though, and I'm going to read it one day, just not today. And then this was in the bargain section for $3, and it's called How to Hang a Witch. And I liked the cover art, and the title sounded spooky enough, so I bought it. The next one I had to hide from my parents. I really wanted to see the movie, and then my parents wouldn't let me see the movie because it was about a gay man, or boy, because he's actually 16. But I haven't read it yet. It's called Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda. He's done keeping his story straight, and so I got the book, and I have not read it yet, and that is probably my biggest sin. So the next 3 books I have are manga. And so here we go. Okay, so the Tokyo Ghoul. I wanted this to be my first manga, and I have not read any of them, but they're super pricey, but I wanted to start investing in manga. I don't know why, it was kind of like a random choice, but I just got 3 books of the Tokyo series, and I was like, I can read these and have an appreciation for them. I just haven't done it yet. Alright, let's keep going, guys. Next 2 books are kind of a series. This one is Me Before You, a staple, and then we have After You. It's a series. Cute, right? Alright, so then we have, this one is Before the Fall. I got this one for $5 in the bargain section, but I got, one of these was a gift, and then I got After You in the bargain section, so, but yeah, so I don't know what this is about. That's it. I have 2 books by Ray Bradbury. Sorry, I was thinking of the YouTube duo. So I have 2 Ray Bradbury books. I have 3. I have Something Wicked Comes This Way, but we'll get to the 3rd one later. And then I have 451 Fahrenheit. I've seen the movies, I've seen the movie for this that was based off this book, and it was pretty good. The next book I have is The Boy in Striped Pajamas. I just haven't gotten around to watching it, or reading it, or watching it, really. And then I have a Dirty Korean book, which is supposed to be like slang and cuss words and stuff. My Korean really isn't that good, so I can't really appreciate this book to its full potential. I also have a copy of The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and what's really cool about this book is that it's blank, but then the title's like really, really small up there, and I think that's so quirky, and it just like represents how quirky this story is. I really haven't seen the movie or read the book, but all I know is that it's about some quirky teens. Oh, and then I have the 3rd book. It's I got it for $5 in the bargain section, and it's called Paris for One. I thought it was cute because, you know how it is sometimes. So just put that with the other 2. Okay, cool. And then I have this R.L. Stine. It's supposed to be 3 stories by R.L. Stine. Oh no. Oh no, it's 2. Oh, excuse me, it's 2 books in one. So I got it for $6. It's an R.L. Stine book. R.L. Stine books are like really pricey. I don't know why, but I found one for $6, and I was like, well, I have to get it now. I got this one. I waited literally, because that's what I do. I wait for books to go down in price, and then I just buy them. So yeah. So I have Turtles All the Way Down. It's a hardcover. I would not settle for anything less than a hardcover, so yes. So now let's go over to my bedside table and finish this video. Alright guys. Alright Chubsters, I have all the books from this little bedside table here I keep under in this area, and I'm just gonna, admit, come clean, confess, we're gonna get through this together. So I have the Odyssey. It was $6. I was like, sure, I'll take it. So I have not touched it since. The next book is Jane Rye, or however you say that. My mom says it's ear or air, but I'm just gonna say Jane Rye because that's how I heard it. And then I have Province, a novel. I haven't read it. I don't know. My mom gave it to me to read, and then I just never read. So then I have The Book Thief. I've read like a few chapters. In fact, here it is. I'm on page 89, and I stopped reading it because I wanted to read another story. So then I have Illuminae. I got this again because it was $5, and I like the aesthetic of the artwork. So then I have Tales of Beetle the Bard. I got this when I was in like middle school, or like 5th grade. I got this when I was in 5th grade. I still haven't read it. So then I have Little Women. I've read like a few pages of it, but really have not read it at all. So then I have the third Ray Bradbury. It's called Dandelion Wine, and it's really cute. I have it by my bedside table because I want to try to read it. I try to fill my bedside table up with books that I haven't read, so that it's right next to me when I'm sleeping, so I can read it. And I also have the 2 books that I'm reading right now. And but what's funny is that I actually, almost all the books that are in my bookshelf, I also haven't read yet. So I'm just, trying to rotate them out. So yeah, the next set of books is Ray Bradbury, The Martian. So I forgot I actually have 4 books by him, but yeah, The Martian. And then we have The Witch's Daughter. It was from my library. They were getting rid of old books at my school. So then we have Stephen King's The Stand. I bought this for like my 13th birthday from a used bookstore, and I have not read it. And I'm 17, so that was like 4 years ago. So that's cute. Then we have The Cold Dish, which there's a writing podcast that I love to listen to called Right Now by Sarah Warner, and she recommended this book in one of her episodes, and it just stuck with me. I was like, because she recommends books at the end of her podcast sometimes. Book of the Week is what she calls it. Then we have Bizarre Dreams by Stephen King. This collection of short stories. Let me tell you about this. I saw a girl in my... was it 8th grade? Yes. In my 8th grade year, she had this book, and she read it constantly, and I was just like, I want it because the aesthetic is unmatched. So that's why I got that. I read this book. And then we have Rich People Problems, which is the 3rd book in the Crazy Rich Asian universe. I think I'm still reading the 2nd book, so yeah, I haven't touched this yet. Then we have When She Woke. I have no idea what this is about. And last book we have in the collection is funny story about this. I bought this for $8 in the bargain section, and this is Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman. Okay, so I don't know if you are aware, but in John Green's Paper Towns, he references a poem from this collection, and the one poem that I was looking for is not in here. because there was one particular poem I was trying to find, because this is the book that the main character had in the book, and I just cannot find it. So, yes. But yeah, so it's there. So yes, I have a habit of buying cheap books that I know nothing about, that I've never heard of, and I just buy them because I feel the compulsion to buy them just because they're cheap, which I feel like is a really good sales tactic. But yeah. So, thank you for coming through my book collection. I hope that you enjoyed this little insight into my bookcase and bedside table. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, Chubsters!